deterred away from certain things because of experiences you've had in your childhood or your formative years, I guess.
All right, cool. Thank you, Josh Brooks. Appreciate the message. All right, we're going to jump into Stifler Ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10.
Stupid.
You can't pick 7. Own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7. Since you said it was stupid, you get to go first.
You did that last time. I'm not partaking because I think this segment's stupid.
You got to partake.
No, I don't.
There you go.
I'm a 10, bitch. That's how clip that.
All right.
The fat bitch says she's a 10.
Going to Ellie. What about you? What do you
I
rate
think I'm a hard 4.
Oh my god.
A hard
that's
4.
So sad.
Yeah, like a high 4.
You were very pretty. You're not a 4.
Okay. What about you?
5.5.
Oh my god.
I was going to say, like, right now, like an 8.
Okay. What about you?
I'd probably say like around a 6.
Okay.
I'm going 10.
Yeah.
Why would I not?
Yeah,
All right. What about you?
Self-confidence.
I'd say solid 4 or 5.
Oh my god.
Felicity?
Whoa.
What about you? Well, we have 2 very confident. Oh, sorry, I'm a 5. We have 2 very confident women at the table here. Look.
This segment's so stupid.
Sorry, there's a.
You guys, I'm sorry. You guys are not 10s.
That's okay.
You guys are. Come on.
Come on.
It's-
Neither of you are 10s.
See, like,
your
why do
perspective.
you want to do
It's
that?
my
Like, what do you get out of this, Brian? By making this
Speaking the
poor
truth?
woman say she's a no.
I didn't
it's
make
just-
her do anything.
No, that's
What
what
are
I'm
you
saying.
talking
I
Your
have autonomy,
question.
don't worry.
No, I know, babe, but like you have to ask, you answer the question, and then you had to think about it and be like, I'm a 4. You're not a 4. Like, I feel
No,
like.
I had that predetermined. My car right over here, I was like, let me think
Oh my
real
see,
hard.
that's what I'm
about this
saying.
number.
You wanted to. What's up? You wanted to win?
I just feel like we should also just respect their confidence. I feel like the number you give yourself.
I'm a confidence disrespecter.
I can sense that, yeah. But I feel like it also just depends in the moment, like what you're wearing, how you feel.
Or are we rating holistically?
Like natural beauty or
Just looks.
just looks?
It's
Yeah.
Like
just-
Well,
currently.
looks.
That's why I said
looks
right
can be
now.
optics
Yeah.
too, and maybe you're like looking real good on this show based off what you say, and that can be looks.
Keep going though. You had more.
I just feel like Ellie had said, it's completely based off the day and how you're dressed, whether you've done your makeup or not. Like honestly, if like when I'm going to bed, like if I take off my lashes and all my makeup, I don't necessarily feel like a 10. I would be like, okay, well this is my natural beauty, but this is not like what I would call my peak.
So you have felt like a 10 before.
Yes.
Okay. But right now you said you feel like a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. What could you do? Like if you had more time, I guess, to put on makeup, or do you have fake lashes
Yeah,
right
I
now?
do.
You have them on right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are already there. Is there like anything you could do in 30 minutes to up it a little bit? Or not really?
Honestly, yeah, like I kind of ran over here and I only did like
Yeah,
blush
yeah.
and concealer, and but if I were to do a full face, I probably would feel a lot better confidence-wise.
Okay. So to the 2 10s at the table, here's what I'd like. So here's what we're going to do. Can you tell me a woman who's like a celebrity who you think is a 10?
That's the thing. Like, I don't even know. I
Here,
don't know
we'll start with
celebrities
you
like that.
since you
Let me
like to
think.
take forever to get to the point. Just tell us a female celebrity who you think
I
is a
don't know
10.
names like that.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Maybe young Megan Fox.
That's a good
when,
one.
I don't know.
Yum.
When she was in the Transformers movies or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Megan Fox. Okay.
I would say Megan Fox. She's
Megan Fox. You agree with Megan Fox?
like a 10.
Okay. So to be clear, Megan Fox 10, you 10, you 10. So you just
I'm in Megan Fox
the
prime.
entailment of your position is you guys are prepared to say that you're just as attractive as Megan Fox?
That wasn't the question.
Well, you
That
said
wasn't the original
you're,
question.
you said you're a 10. You said you're a 10. You said Megan Fox is a 10. I know you guys look differently. There's no dispute there. But you're just as attractive as Megan Fox.
That's not what I said.
That's not what I said.
Well, hold on. If
I-
logically that would follow.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You answered that question like the last time I answered it. Like you were saying, oh, if you're a 10, then that means I'm like, if I was going after you, that means I'm like sacrificing or whatever. What did you say earlier? Like,
No,
I'm not
I
saying,
asked, here, rate me. What do you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't like
I
rating
don't care.
people.
You won't hurt my feelings. Go ahead.
I don't want to rate you.
What did she rate me before?
I rated you like a 6 last time, but that's
Right,
because you
so-
rate everyone else. Like,
I don't rate
like-
people. No, unless people ask me.
Then you rate-
I won't.
yes.
Otherwise, I don't. I'm not going to give you a number.
Okay.
But I will. I will say that. I will.
Say you're not a 10.
Say you're not a 10. Yeah.
Or not as like that thing. I don't think like I'm not saying that I'm as attractive as me. Like it's. I don't even want to put a number on. I don't think a woman should put a number
Right,
on
but
their attractiveness.
I guess the logical conclusion of you're a 10, I'm a 6, from your perspective, is that you would be settling for me.
That's what you said. That's what I'm saying.
Right,
I
but
think
that would have to be your position.
That's what I'm saying. It's deeper. It's not as deep. Like
Right. Hold on. I get that there's other components to what makes somebody attractive in totality. Like there's personality, there's other factors, but just on the looks component, the looks paradigm, that is sort of your position essentially, is that at least looks wise, you would be settling for me.
Yeah, like I said last time, I said I was a 10 just to piss off them because it's funny if fat girls saying they're a 10.
Well, I think that's your genuine position.
You think I think I'm a 10? Like, okay,
That's what you think,
like I
yeah.
said last time, I think that like I said, I can also. Okay, I think if you're in a room with your guy friends and you're like, oh, that girl like I talked to, she's like a 7 or whatever. Like I think in social, like that's like obviously you're gonna rate them like to. If they asked you how attractive were they, you're gonna be like, oh, they were a 7. I'm saying in this format, like making women have to like think of what they are. I just don't like that.
Yeah, I ranked myself too.
And that's fine. I'm saying I don't like it, so that's why I say I'm a 10 because I want to opt out of the conversation because I don't like a woman having to think and put a number on their self-value and their looks. I just don't like that. But I think it's okay to use a rating system if you're like a modeling agent trying to find a sexy person on Vogue. Like it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, so it's a dating podcast, so there is a reason why this is asked, and it actually has really practical applications when it comes to dating. So if you're moving through the dating world with a sort of let's say, I mean, fine, I'll just say delusional perspective on your own attractiveness and your own self-assessment, I guess that's cool that you're confident. Although I would argue the confident position would just be like being able to make a reasonable self-determination as to where you stand in comparison to other people. I think that's actually more confident than just being like, yeah, I'm like... I don't know.
I know. I agree. I think it's confident to like be able to be realistic as well. But I'm just saying I don't like when we go around the table. It makes me sad when a girl like has to be like I'm a like that makes me so sad.
Why would that make you sad?
Because that's what I'm saying. Don't you see in my perspective too? Like having like that's what I'm saying. Like having a woman have to be like, wow, in this life I'm a 4. Like she's not a 4. Like for her to feel that way.
Yeah, I think she underrated herself.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like even having to like they're gonna have to because it's live and they're like worried what they're gonna say. They're gonna obviously say I'm lower than what they feel.
No, not all the time.
I'm saying most girls will. And every time I'm watching the show, these girls.
I think women tend to overrate themselves on the show. Sometimes women do underrate themselves too, but frequently. Are you saying if they don't give themselves a 10, they're underrating themselves?
So sorry, say it again. If they don't give them a 10.
Because you're saying all these girls underrate themselves, but are you saying if the girl doesn't just immediately knee jerk give herself a 10? Are you saying that would be underrating
I really don't think
herself?
everyone is like a 10. Like if we're talking realistic, it's like not everyone's a 10. You know what I mean? But like you're allowed to think you're a 10. Like why don't you want a girl to think that like about themselves? Like that's what pisses me off more is like if a girl thinks they're a 10, I'm not going to argue with that with them. They deserve to feel if they're even delulu. If you're delulu and think you're a 10 and when you're a 1, go off queen. Like that's what I'm saying. Like a woman is allowed to feel however the fuck they want. And I think in the dating space, even if they think that like who cares? Like who cares?
Well,
Let's live.
Sure. I'll tell you, you say they should be allowed to do this. I suppose, yes, anybody can think anything, right? But I can tell you the negative manifestations, since we're talking about manifestation. Tell me a guy who you think is a 10.
I don't know, like a Zac Efron in the back in the days. I don't really know
Okay,
names
Zac Efron.
like that. But
Can you give me a guy who's a 10?
Oh God. Maybe like Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer guy.
The soccer player.
Yes.
Okay, so perfect. He's I guess a good-looking guy. He's a professional athlete. He's in really good shape. He's one of the most famous. Isn't he the most followed person on Instagram or something? super famous, top tier soccer player, status, rich, all this stuff. Just curious, do you think, he's a 10, you're a 10, do you think you could get Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yes, you could.
Would I want that?
I mean, what do you mean, would you?
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
You're single. So
No.
to be clear, Cristiano Ronaldo, who meets your criteria for what a 10 is, what about him do you dislike?
He's married.
Well, okay, hold on. Assuming he was single.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know him personally. I would love to get to know him.
Assuming his personality was good enough.
Would I pursue him?
Sure.
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly, yeah.
So do you think you could get him?
I guess I
Assuming he
wouldn't.
was single. Like, let's say you wanted him. Whatever the determinations are for what you want in a guy. And he was single. Do you think you could get him?
I mean, it's a really hard question just because I don't know him. And it
Sure.
takes,
Let's assume you were able to meet him, though.
and I got to like him and his personality, and it's someone that I think I could see myself with. Then I would.
So let's assume it's baked into the hypothetical that you're attracted to him, and the other components are there for. The other criteria is there for what it would take for you to be willing to date him. The question is then, do you think, assuming you wanted him, that you could get him?
Probably not.
Why is that?
That's not my world. I'm not out there. I'm not in the.
Let's assume you met him. You had an opportunity to meet him. Could you get him?
I think that's an unrealistic question to ask me if I could get someone.
He lives on the planet. I mean,
Yeah, but you're asking a question that we don't know each other. You're asking solely based on what I see from a physical perspective, which is not everything.
Sure. Okay, here, let's bake this into the hypothetical then too. You know he responds to his Instagram DMs. Do you think if you slid into his DMs that you could get him?
No, I wouldn't be that person sliding into his DMs. No.
Okay, he was here in Santa Barbara and you ran into him. Do you think you could get him?
Again, if I could get to know this guy, maybe. I don't know. You're asking a question that I feel it takes time to get to know someone. I don't know if I would like him.
It's baked in that he meets your other criteria for personality. So it's assumed that you like him. You talk to him. Could you get him though?
Isn't that, this would also depend on if he has reciprocal feelings towards me. So it's not just me.
Right. Do you think he would have those
no
reciprocal
idea.
feelings?
That would be like such a question you would have to ask him. Why would you assume that I would know that?
Because it's a hypothetical.
Well, then anything is hypothetical, right?
Right, but I'm asking you a specific hypothetical.
Hypothetically, yeah. Yeah, hypothetically speaking, then, sure, I could get him.
Okay. All right. What's up, Nick?
The right camera got slightly knocked, so you might want to.
When she got up?
Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks okay. I think it's fine.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it looks okay. All right. So, okay, Ronaldo, Zac Efron. Yeah, look, so I guess the reason why I say it does have this impact is you're going to be chasing after a certain caliber of guy if you can't make a self-assessment about your own position. So essentially, and this is where, because as a guy, I could be delusional, but I get slapped in the face immediately. Now, not literally, but I get slapped in the face with reality. Mm-hmm. So the difference is, if I step to a girl outside of my league, and I'm assuming I'm pleasant, and I make myself sexually available to her, instant rejection. Instant rejection. A woman who's outside of my league doesn't entertain me for anything. I don't get a conversation. I don't get a date. I don't get a dinner. I don't get a one-night stand. I don't get strung along for a couple weeks or months in a situationship where she's just using me for sex. Doesn't happen, even if I'm pleasant and making myself sexually available to her. Women, on the other hand, you can be pleasant and make yourself sexually available to a man outside of your league, and he will absolutely keep you around for sex. He'll keep you around for sex. You're not going to get commitment, but so it could just be a one-night stand. It could just be situationship. It could be a friends with benefits, maybe a couple weeks, couple months. You're not going to get commitment. He's going to be seeing other women. So this is the differential here. So when women have not made a determination of where they stand when it comes to dating, they're going to think, oh, I deserve this caliber of guy. And that caliber of guy will give you short-term sex or short-term something. But if what you want is commitment, you're not going to get it. And then all the while, you're going to be looking at guys who are actually on your level, and you've been used to a certain caliber of guy, the guy who's on your level, who you should be matching up with, that's the guy who's willing to give you commitment because you're on his level. You're going to think that guy's below you. So you're going to ignore him. You're going to ignore the guy who's actually going to give you a relationship. You're going to keep chasing after these super attractive guys, and it could be attractive, not just looks. It could be socioeconomic. It could be status. It could be wealth. Whatever it is. Could even be personality driven. You're going to be chasing after these dudes who won't give you commitment. So that's why it's important to know where you stand, because it's really easy for y'all to go and fuck the hot fuckboy guy. He's not going to give you commitment. And then you're going to curve the guys who are actually on your league, in your level, on your level.
That's what you're saying, though. Like,
that's exactly what. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Hold on. So I'll paint it like this. If I can sleep with a girl, I have a really high confidence level. I can get her into a relationship. Really high confidence. Maybe not all the time, but really confident. Any girl that I can sleep with, I can get her into a relationship. How confident are you that the guys that you can sleep with want a relationship with you?
Well, I think asking me and asking a skinny person is a little bit different, because in the fat world, like, I am a higher caliber fat girl. I mean, I take care of myself. I'm always dressed nice, and because in that world, like, there is fat people who don't take care of themselves and don't do so. Obviously, like, in that world, like, I'm dating people who are really attractive. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you say that it shouldn't be accessible to me, but it is. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, am I not supposed to date the hot person just because you don't think I'm a 10? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, if you can get commitment, then
I've dated multiple. That's what. There's so many men.
Okay,
who
dating. Okay.
You're saying a commitment is like a ring on the finger, not like dating, holding my hand in public kind of stuff? Like,
I mean, it could be an exclusive boyfriend-girlfriend situation. The ultimate commitment would be marriage or some other form of, similar sort of commitment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just that view is a little, I don't know, outreached. Like, I feel like I'm allowed to date if someone thinks I'm hot and they're a 10, like, who cares? Like, I'm allowed to date them, and that happens very often. Like, there's people who are different attractive levels that date. Like, that's okay. Like, it's okay to date someone who's not as attractive to you. And I don't think that like skews your view on like your self-worth. Like, I know like if I had to tell someone what my number was, I could realistically say that, because I'm also like not stupid. But I don't think me feeling like I'm a 10 also makes me not be able to like realize that this is my league or whatever. Like, I think you're allowed to date out your league too. Like, if you want the hot Victoria's Secret model, why can't you want that? Like,
Well, there's a difference.
and that doesn't skew your, well, because you're a man?
Absolutely. Hold on. So you don't think you genuinely don't think it would skew men's perspective if this dynamic was flipped? So for example, let's say it was the case that average looking men, average guys could fuck top tier women, but those top tier women only wanted those average guys for sex. And then those average women were kind of getting pushed out of dating, like the marketplace a little bit, the average women, because the average men on their level were dating up and not dating up, they were getting their sexual needs and they were chasing these really attractive women. You don't think that would skew? Like, if I could, for example, if I or other guys or frat guys at UCSB could just run through fucking beautiful model tier women, why would they ever get into a relationship with an average girl? Why?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying, why is it a problem? Like, what's your, like, if they can do that, do that. Like, I don't think they need to think of like, oh, this is messing up the women's dating, the men's dating. Like, I don't think that deeply. Like, you're allowed to date whoever you want without it being like a statistic. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
But so that's not happening though. So the reverse of what I just explained is happening.
Yeah.
You have women, typically average women or above average women, who do have access to the most attractive men. And those men are typically like just running through girls. They're dating like 10 different women at the same time. They've got a roster, and some women move that way too, but they're just dating all the other attractive guys also. So you have like a cohort of men who are zeroed out when it comes to dating a little bit. And so if it was the case that you had average, like we flip the roles, average men, imagine from the age of 18 to 30, average looking dudes refused to commit to women and have relationships because they were out fucking models. But the models didn't want any, they just wanted to fuck the guys a couple times. That's what's happening, but with women. So it's like, okay, you would agree though, if average dudes could just fuck a bunch of hot women, but they could never get commitment from them, you would agree that these guys would be far less inclined to like go ahead and get into a relationship with like their looks equivalent?
No, because I think people, like, even women have like times in college that they're, you know, having fun and doing stuff with people out of their league, in their league, whatever. And then at one point, the person that they marry is usually like someone around their like common interest or common whatever. Like, I don't think
that's exactly what's happening.
But I understand.
That's
but I'm saying
terrible thing though.
But I'm saying you can't stop it. It's gonna keep happening. Like, why? Like, who cares if someone's fucking someone as a 10 and they're a 5? Like, I just don't care, and I don't think it's that affecting everything else. Like,
sure, I think I can tell you why. So, have you ever dated a guy and then he did not measure up to a previous guy you done dealt with?
yes.
And did that have an
I'm
impact
talking
on?
about looks or everything.
Sure, it could be anything.
Then yes.
But it could also be looks.
Okay.
Right. And did that have an impact on that relationship?
No, because I
Really?
That's what I'm saying. I think I'm a different like, I just don't think like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. If I'm dating a hot person, doesn't mean I'm gonna, like, I would date anyone. Like, I don't care if they don't have a freaking left arm.
Does somebody else want to fucking weigh in? Holy fuck, dude.
You're
Here,
mad
do
that
you
I'm
wanna-
middle ground.
Well, you've been hogging the mic a little bit.
You're talking to me. So
Well,
we
no,
can
this
move
was
on.
a generalized question for the panel.
Okay, go ahead.
The hottest guys, I feel like, though, you don't want those guys as the long term, because they're the ones that tend to have the most trauma and the most baggage, and that's why they end up with other people that are in the same, other women that are in the same boat as them. So
is that your opinion,
equal,
or like, is that a statistic that hot guys have trauma and baggage?
it's been my personal experience.
Gotcha.
So the hotter they are, the more baggage they bring to the table, and they could say that about women as well, and I know they do, and that's not fair, but At some point, yeah, the average man will go look for the average woman because he doesn't want to deal with the hot girl's bullshit because they're just.
But average guys don't have access to hot women.
Yes, they do.
No,
Yes, they
don't.
do.
How so? Explain it to me.
Maybe not as much, but
Look, okay, here's the differential. Let me ask you guys a question. Who here has had a one-night stand? No shame. Who's had a one-night stand? I've had a one-night stand. Who's had a one-night stand?
isn't it when I say you never talk to him again?
Okay, you hooked up with a guy. Nobody? Really? Fucking liars? Okay. So anyways, here's look, I know some of you haven't, but here's the difference is as a woman, if you are inclined towards having a one-night stand, if you are going to break your rules and you are going to be like, I kind of prefer like something a bit more serious, but oh, he's really hot, I'm going to just hook up with him, whatever. That's the way women sort of tend to lean. If you are going to have a hookup, he better at least be really hot. Men operate differently. Men, if we're just having a hookup, men just want to, I mean, obviously you want to get the best, the hottest you can get, but men will go down in order to get said hookup. Whereas women will be way more selective when it comes to who they're going to hook up